Hey everybody, I know it's been a few weeks since I've given anybody an update or anything, um, but just a lot of stuff's been going on, been staying busy with therapy and going back and forth to Nashville. But since I left Empower Elite Physical Therapy and moved to St. Thomas Midtown, um, that's not the hospital that I was at. I was at St. Thomas West. There's another facility, St. Thomas Midtown, where I'm going to the neurological, physical, and occupational therapy. Um, but a lot of good things have been going on. Um, when I got there, they tested my grip strength on my left hand, and over at the other facility, the first three times it was 1 pound, then 4 pounds, then 7 pounds. Now it's at 20, which is great. It's coming back, which has led to some other things, good things this week. I was able to open up a 16.9 ounce Aquafina water bottle. That's the first time I've been able to open up my own actual drink since my surgery. So since February 14th. Also, I was able to use fingernail clippers and cut my fingernails on both hands, which they taught me a little trick to use with my to do with my bad hand, which is actually place the fingernail clippers on a board and kind of tape them down. Then you put your fingernail underneath it. You can use your whole hand if you're not able to pinch with your fingers, but you can use your whole hand to pinch down to clip them, which has been great because it's a very, very weird feeling for me for when somebody else cuts my fingernail, especially if they cut them too short. So big improvements there. The something that Alma and I both noticed right off uh, at the new rehab facility is one, they're working with me one on one for an hour instead of 45 minutes. And it's a neurological rehab facility, so they do things a little bit different. And they immediately started working with my right hand. Whereas at the other two facilities, they weren't really doing anything with my right hand. They just wanted to focus on my left hand, and they're like, when your right hand comes back, we'll start working on that. That's not what they said, but everybody avoided working with my right hand. Well, now we're working with my right hand, and it's starting to come back. So uh, I couldn't even do this 2 weeks ago, but I can open and close those three fingers right there. So my pinky finger, my ring finger, and my middle finger on my right hand. They're tired now because I've been doing my home exercises and things, but it's been great improvement as far as that goes. They also had me roll over and lay on my stomach, kind of in a plank position with my elbows holding up my back and my shoulders, and kind of doing like a dip and going up like that to work my shoulder muscles, because they said it's very important that we loosen up and work on those shoulder blade muscles, the traps and everything in here, because it's like a baby. They said that you have to work those big muscles, and they kind of come back in that order. The bigger muscles come back and start working their way down to the smaller, more like wrist and fingers and things like that. And something that I did notice right off was in the first therapy session there, they were actually starting to massage and loosen up my shoulder blade muscles and traps and things, and it just felt so good. She said she could feel knots and stuff in there. And same thing when I started the physical therapy there, they started stretching my legs, and it's like, man, I wish I had been coming here long before I actually got transferred there. um, but good. It's been good progress. Still fighting the mental battle. It's the hardest. Like I'm at home every day, uh, and it really just hits me because there's so much stuff. Like I said before, so much stuff that I used to be able to do that I still want to be able to do, still think I should be able to do, and I can't. And then everybody uh, just has to help me with things, and that's a hard thing for me because I've never been one to ask for help. I've always done everything for my family, and it's just hard to kind of sit back and ask somebody to open your drink or to cut your steak, um, or to cut your fingernails. Uh, and that's the hardest thing, is just trying to stay positive and just continuously praying for encouragement and present day miracle. God's worked so many miracles in my life, and I know this is yet another one to build just a stronger testimony of how we serve and worship a living God that still does work miracles. And I know that in the end, that's what this is going to be. It's just another strong testimony. Still struggle with just the everyday adjustment of healing, and just trying to overcome the pain, which it is easing up some. I've noticed that. Uh, they said it would take 10 to 12 months for the pain to really go down a lot and or go away. I don't know if it'll ever go away if you have two 18-inch rods and 14 bolts in your back, but just trying to get used to that. I've come off all the medication except the pain pills. I'll take one, maybe two a day, depending on how bad the pain is. However, the pain pill is half of the strength that it was 6 weeks ago. So that's an improvement there as well. But I've come off the muscle relaxers, come off the nerve medication and all of that. But things are going in the right direction. I'm getting improvement in my right hand and my left hand, and things getting stronger. So it's just slow, and that's hard for me. They said that it's going to take a year to really see what's going to come back, what's not going to come back, and all that. But I'm really encouraged by my fingers starting to come back on my right hand, because if they're coming back and I can move them, then I can strengthen them. So just so thankful that they are coming back. But if somebody stumbled across this video that's going through something similar, some kind of spinal surgery or paralysis, I was paralyzed in '97 with a dirt bike accident, and now I've in February of this year I lost my hands and arms because of an abscess on my neck and the surgery there. So I'll be glad to help in any way I can. But thank you for checking in and checking on me. Reach out to me if you have any questions, if I can help with anything. And thank you so much, and glory be to God. We'll talk to you soon.